Hello and welcome. My name is Faye, and today you are here for your 60-minute long Good Morning Stretch and Breathe class. This is a great way to start your day with a little more intention, a great way to move any stagnant or tightness out of your body while stretching. We do move pretty slow, but there will be some parts where we do some faster movements and stretches. I always encourage you to listen to your body and do what feels right. So if I offer something that doesn't feel right for you, please feel free to skip it, do something else, make a modification, take a modification, whatever it is. This is your practice, and I'm only here as a guide. For props today to help support your practice, I would encourage you to have a blanket, but if you don't have a blanket, you could also use a thicker towel or a couple towels or even a pillow. And then I'll be using 2 blocks, but if you don't have blocks, it's perfectly fine. Blocks are a really great way to support your practice if you do have them. But if you don't have blocks, you could also use a set of heavier books. This can help to bring the floor just, a little bit closer to you to make shapes more accessible. But don't be confused or don't misunderstand that props are only to make your practice easier. They can also challenge your practice as well. So definitely encourage to have blocks, but if you don't have them or if you don't have a blanket, that's perfectly fine. You can still do this practice. So let's go ahead and get into it. For today's practice, we will start in a seated position to do some centering, do some stuff on our hands and knees, and then make our way upright to do some standing stretches and movements. And then we'll come back down for more stretching, relaxing, and then short shavasana at the end, which I really encourage you to stay for to really help your body absorb all the practice and work that you put into it. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to use my blanket to sit up on, but if you don't have a blanket, you could always use a pillow to sit up on to help you find a little more length in your spine. You could also use a block to sit on as well. It's a great option. And you can find a loose cross of your legs, one in front of the other. Allow yourself to shift, wiggle, fidget, or move so you can get just 2% more comfortable. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears, and then exhale, relax your shoulders down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, shrug your shoulders really high up to your ears, and then exhale, relax them down and away. Feel your sit bones root down into the ground. Feel the crown of your head reach up to the sky as you sit up with a nice long spine. Let's take a community breath together. Go ahead and empty all the air from your lungs. And together, let's take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Fill all the way up. And then open your mouth. Exhale, let it go. Excellent. Let's do that one more time together. Take a nice slow and steady breath in. Fill all the way up. And open your mouth. Exhale, let it go. Allow your eyes to soften down or fully close. If it's comfortable for you, seal your lips and continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Find a breath pattern that feels effortless and easy for you. Gently and kindly start to bring your attention to the bottoms of your feet. Notice if they're touching anything. Perhaps you notice the temperature of the air on your feet. Gently begin to go a little deeper. Notice how you feel as you scan from the bottoms of your feet all the way down up to the crown of your head. How does your body feel physically right now? There's no wrong answer. Is there any tension, tightness, holding or gripping? And if or when you come across something that feels a little tense or tight, actively send a little love to it. Actively send some loving breath to those areas that feel a little tense, that feel a little tight, and see if you can purposefully relax and soften. With each breath in, allow yourself to drop more into this present moment. And with each breath out, feel yourself anchor down into the ground beneath you. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, or if you'd like to dedicate this practice to someone or to a group of people, beings, who could use perhaps a little extra love, a little extra kindness today, you're welcome to do that. If nothing comes to mind, I'll leave you with the intention of simply allowing yourself to surrender here to this present moment, and doing so best as you can without judgment. Gently begin to deepen your inhales and lengthen out through your exhales. Create a pattern of your breathing that feels effortless, relaxed, that you can maintain through your practice today. Let's take one final breath together, in through your nose, fill all the way up, and then keep your lips sealed. Exhale, let it go out through your nose. Gently begin to flutter your eyes open, inviting yourself into your physical space. Good. Inhale. Start to sweep your arms up to the sky. Look up. And then exhale, float your hands down like feathers to the ground. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, scoop your arms up to the sky. Look up. And exhale, flip your palms down towards the ground as they float down. One more time. Inhale, scoop your arms up to the sky, look up. And exhale, float your arms down to the ground. Good. This time, inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, look up. And then exhale, release your hands to the tops of your shoulders. You can come up onto your fingertips. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. And then exhale, roll your shoulders. And you can use your elbows and arms here to make this more drastic. And roll them back behind you. Inhale, roll your shoulders up to your ears. Press your elbows forward. And then exhale, roll them down and back behind you. One more time in this direction. Inhale, sweep your elbows up. Circle your shoulders up to your ears. And then exhale, sweep them back behind you. Let's go ahead and reverse directions. Inhale, your shoulders back behind you. Squeeze your elbows back. And then exhale, bring them forward. Your elbows come forward. Maybe they touch. Inhale, sweep them back and up. And exhale, sweep them forward and down. One more time together. Inhale, shrug them up. And exhale, roll them forward. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. And exhale, twist to your right. Your left hand comes onto your knee. Your right hand comes back behind you, close to your body. Stay in your twist. Inhale, push into your right hand, lengthen up through your spine. And then exhale, twist as you look back over your right shoulder. Inhale, look center. Exhale, unwind. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. And exhale, twist to your left. Left hand comes close towards your body like a kickstand. And your right hand on your knee, your thigh. Stay in your twist. Inhale, push into your left hand. Help your spine lift up and lengthen. And then exhale to twist as you look over your left shoulder. Inhale, look center, and exhale, unwind. Take note of which leg is in front. Extend your legs out long. Give them a little shake, a little wiggle. And then draw the opposite leg in close toward your body, and then the other one. Take a moment, notice how that feels. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, and then exhale, fold forward over your legs, allow your back to round. Inhale, start to walk your fingertips over to the right side of your space. It's okay if your hips lift. And then exhale, return back to center. Take a breath in. And exhale, walk your hands over to the left this time. And again, your hip can lift, it's fine. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, very slowly start to round yourself all the way up. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky this time. Exhale, lower your right hand down to the mat. Reach up and over with your left hand. See if you can continue to keep your left hip glued to the ground. Inhale, reach to center. And exhale, lower your left hand down. Reach your right hand up and over. Keep your right hip glued to the mat. Inhale, return both hands to the sky. And then exhale, fold forward over your legs. Tuck your chin slightly to your chest. And if it feels nice, you can continue to keep your hands planted in front of you and just start to move your upper body from side to side. When you pass through center, go ahead and press yourself forward, uncross your legs onto your hands and knees, or however it makes sense to you. Make your way onto your hands and knees. And we'll make our way into a tabletop shape. If you'd like to use a blanket here underneath your knees for a little bit more support or cushion, it'd be a nice way to support your practice today. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. And you could always have your hands on blocks for a little bit more support here, or walk your hands slightly forward of your shoulders to reduce the extension in your wrists. Spread your fingers wide like a starfish. Press into all 10 finger pads. Inhale, tuck your toes, stretch through the bottoms of your feet. Exhale, soften your face, soften your shoulders. Inhale, drop your belly, look forward for your cow. Exhale, release your feet flat to the mat and round through your back. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, tuck your toes, pull your heart forward. Tilt your tailbone up. And then exhale, release your feet, press into your hands. Create space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, tuck your toes, drop your heart forward through your arms, look forward. And then exhale, release your feet. Press into your hands for your cat. Inhale, back to a neutral spine. And then exhale, walk your hands about 2 inches in front of your shoulder or one handprint forward. Inhale, shift your hips over to the right. And then start to shift forward towards your hands. And exhale, your hips over to the left and back behind you. As you start to make these circular shape with your body here, you can go as fast or as slow as you'd like. Continue to follow your breath. The next time you pass through center at the back of your mat, go ahead and reverse directions. Continue to stay with your breath. Notice if one side feels different than the other, or perhaps there's a place you'd like to hold, and just continue to breathe if that feels nice. When you feel evened out on both sides, return your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Inhale, tuck your toes, look forward for your cow. And exhale, release your feet flat, tuck your chin to your chest, press into your mat for your cat. Good. Inhale, back to a flat back. And exhale, walk your right hand about 1 handprint forward or 2 inches in front of your shoulder. Inhale, sweep your left hand up to the sky, twist open to your left. And then exhale, thread your left hand behind your right. And then relax your shoulder and the side of your head down onto the mat. Your right hand can plant in front of your face or walk out long towards the front of your mat for a little bit more shoulder stretch. Or you could always take that bind behind your back, even more shoulder stretch. Relax and soften your face. Continue to stay here with your breath. Take one more slow and steady breath in wherever you are. And exhale, let it go. Return your right hand in front of your face. Inhale, push into your right hand. Sweep your left hand up to the sky. And then exhale, plant your hand back down to the mat. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Start to walk your left hand forward this time. And inhale, sweep your right hand up to the sky. Twist open to the right. And then exhale, thread your right hand behind your left. Relax your shoulder and the side of your face down onto the mat. Your left hand can stay in front of your face. Walk out long towards the front of your mat. Or you can take that bind behind your low back. Place your hand in your right hip crease if you'd like. Take one more slow and steady breath wherever you are. And exhale, let it go. Return your left hand back in front of your face if you moved it. Inhale, push into your left hand, sweep your right hand to the sky, twist open. And then exhale, return your hands down to the mat. Slowly start to walk both hands now towards the top corners of your mat as you allow your heart to melt forward towards the ground. Your forehead could come to the block or to the ground. Or if this doesn't feel good in your body or you don't have a block, you could always bend your elbows and allow your forearms to relax onto the ground for your puppy pose. Relax and soften your face. Stay connected to your breath. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Wherever you are, inhale, slowly start to walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. And if you have a big pillow or something underneath your knees, you may want to move it. Bring your big toes to kiss as you send your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Allow your forehead to relax onto the ground or on a block for a little bit more height. It may feel nice here to rock your forehead from side to side, find a little gentle movement. Inhale, bring yourself back up to all fours. And then exhale, sink back, child's pose. Do that 2 more times together. Inhale, shift forward onto all fours. And exhale, press back. One more time. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, sink back to your child's pose. Inhale, press up onto all fours this time. Spread your fingers wide like a starfish. Make sure you're pressing in all 10 finger pads. This will help to protect your wrists, reduce any wrist pain. Tuck your toes behind you. And inhale in. And then exhale, start to lift your hips up towards the sky. Lift your knees off of the ground for your first downward facing dog. When you arrive, inhale, bend your right knee, straighten out your left. And exhale, switch. Bend your left knee, straighten out through your right. Switch 2 more times. Inhale, bend your right, straighten your left. And exhale, switch again. Good. Inhale, high up onto the balls of both feet. Press into your hands and bend your knees. Allow your belly to relax back towards your thighs. And then exhale, slowly descend your heels down towards the ground. Downward facing dog. Let's try that again one more time. Inhale up onto the balls of your feet. Press into your hands, bend your knees, lift your tailbone higher as you melt your belly towards your thighs. And then exhale, slowly descend your heels towards the mat. They don't have to touch. Relax your shoulders from your ears. Release any tension from your jaw. Inhale, look forward to your hands. And then exhale, walk your feet forward. Be mindful if you have a prop here in your. And then step your feet to meet your hands. Find your blocks at the tallest setting if you have them. Inhale, push into your blocks or push into your shins. Halfway lift. Really focus on elongating the spine. Find length through the crown of the head. It reaches forward and your tailbone shoots back. Exhale, bend your knees generously. Fold forward over your legs. Inhale, slide your hands up your legs or onto your blocks. Halfway lift. And exhale, fold. See if your fold, you can allow your head to hang even heavier. Gazes between your legs. Soft bend in your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. This time, inhale, push into your feet like you're about to lift something heavy and rise all the way up. Head comes up last, and when you arrive, exhale, roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Your feet are hip-width distance or wherever most comfortable for you. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, look up. And then exhale, bring your arms out to a T, soft bend in your knees as you forward fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Rise all the way up to stand. Look up. And then exhale, bring your palms to touch. Draw your hands through heart center. Excellent. Release your hands down by your sides. Fingers, palms face forward. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Take a moment here in your mountain pose to ground down through all 4 corners of both feet. Feel your inner arches lift, your kneecaps lift as you grow and find length through your spine. Inhale, pick up all 10 toes up off of the ground. Separate your toes as wide as you can. And do this as best as you can and slowly start to lower 1 toe at a time down to the ground. And then really root down through your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. And exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Rise all the way up to stand. Look up, and then exhale, fingertips touch. Bring your hands through center. Inhale, extend your hands long out in front of you. Palms can face each other or palms face down. Take a breath in, and then exhale, sink down into your chair. Sit your hips back. So notice if you can see all 10 toes beneath you. If you can't, see if you can draw your knees back, draw your hips back a little bit more. You may want to stand up a little bit taller. Your hands can stay out extended in front of you. You could bring them to heart center, or you could float your biceps up to your ears. Wherever you are, relax and soften your face, soften your shoulders. Good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, press into your feet, lift up to stand. And then exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky, look up. And then exhale, release your hands through heart center. Inhale, extend your hands in front of you. Exhale, sit your hips back into your chair pose again this time. Make sure your weight is in your heels. You can see all 10 toes. And notice if there's like a big arch in your back. We all have a natural curve, but if there's a really big arch from your arms being up overhead, see if you can draw your tailbone towards the ground and lift your lower navel in and up. Take a nice slow and steady breath here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, float your hands back to the sky. And then exhale, sink back into your chair. This time, sweep your right hand back behind you. Twist open to your right. Check your knees. Does your left knee want to shift way forward? If so, slightly come out of your twist. Keep your knees in the same plane. You got it. Take a nice slow and steady breath here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep your arms back to the sky. And then exhale, sink down into your chair and sweep your left hand back behind you this time, twist open. You could also bring your hands to heart center if this feels better, and continue to twist. Check your knees again. Does your right knee want to move forward? See if you can pull it back. Take a breath in and exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. And then exhale, draw your hands through heart center. Release your hands to your hips. Separate your feet wider than your hips. If you bring your arms out to a T, your ankles may be underneath your wrists. It depends a little bit on how long your arms are and how long your legs are. But wider than your hips. Your toes can be forward or they can be slightly in and your heels slightly out. Take a breath in. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back or hold on to your shirt. Wherever you are, inhale, draw your knuckles down to the ground, open up through your chest. Exhale, soft bend in your knees as you start to fold forward over your legs. Your hands can stay behind your back here, or you can bring your arms up and over if you'd like, or at any point you're welcome to release your hands down to the floor or to the block. Allow your gaze to be heavy, or allow your gaze to be in between your legs and your head to feel heavy. Notice what it feels like as you shift your weight into the balls of your feet. And then exhale back into your heels. And see if you can find somewhere in between that feels good. If your hands are on the ground, they can be right underneath your face. You could reach for your ankles. You could take peace fingers around your big toes. Continue to stay here with your breath. You can always have a soft bend in your knees here as well. Take a nice full breath in. And then exhale. See if you can draw your head a little bit closer towards the ground as your tailbone lifts up a little bit higher. Good. If your hands are still behind your back, go ahead and release them down to the ground. Inhale, come up onto your fingertips, either on the ground or a block. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push into your fingertips, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. If you have a block and you'd like to use it, you can place it underneath your face. Inhale, push into your right hand, lift up through your chest. And exhale, sweep your left hand up to the sky, or you could place it on your hip here if that feels better for your shoulder. See if you can spiral your chest open to the left. Relax and soften your face, your jaw. Take one more slow and steady breath here. And then exhale, release your hand back down to the block. Inhale, take your left hand in front of your face, press into your hand, lift up. And exhale, sweep your right hand either to your hip to twist open to your right or extend it up to the sky. Wherever you are, see if you can roll your shoulder back and open up through your chest. Notice if your neck's all cranked in towards your body. See if you can lengthen it out. Feel the continuation of your back body and the spine of your neck. Take one more breath in, and then exhale. Release your hands down to the floor. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise up with a flat back. Exhale, bring your heels in and your toes out this time. Inhale, stretch your arms up to the sky, 5-pointed star. Exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips down. Sink into your goddess squat. Inhale, rise up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, sink down, goddess squat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink. When you bring your elbows down, see if you can squeeze your shoulder blades together back behind you. Open up through your chest. Inhale, reach up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, reach up. And this time, exhale, fold forward and sweep your right arm in front of your left as you pretend to scoop some flowers up off the ground. Inhale, sweep your arms back up to the sky. And this time, exhale, float your left hand in front of your right, scoop down, reach for flowers. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, switch. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, scoot down, pick up those flowers. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale one more time. Inhale, float up. And then exhale, release your hands to your hips. Turn your right toes forward to the front of your space and curl your left toes in slightly so your left heel is the furthest thing away from your body. Inhale, bring your arms out to a T. And then exhale, start to shift forward to the front of your space. Press your hips back. And then exhale, lower your right hand to the inside of your right leg, right ankle, or you could always take your hand on a block on the outside or inside edge of your foot for your triangle. Your gaze can be forward in front of you, down at the ground, or all the way up at your thumb. Choose the option that works for you. Wherever you are, see if you can spiral your heart open, press your shoulder back. Feel a nice line of energy from your fingertips all the way to your top hand. You may even imagine your left hand is pulling you up to help you find a little more length in your side body. Stay here for one more breath. Exhale, bend into your right knee this time. And you can allow your right elbow to rest onto your right knee. This is your side angle. Or you can reach your left hand up overhead, have your bicep along your left ear for your extended side angle. You're welcome to keep your right elbow on your right knee. Bring it down all the way down to the ground on a block. Or you could even take a bind, take your right hand underneath your leg and then reach your left hand back behind you if you'd like. Extended side angle. Wherever you are, if your hand is extended, see if you can feel the long line of energy from your back left foot all the way to your left fingertips. Stay here for one slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Warrior two. You have a front bend. You have a bend in your front knee. Your gaze is over your middle finger. You can adjust your left foot to be more parallel to the back edge of your mat, or you can have your toes point towards more of the top left corner of your mat. Take a nice slow and steady breath in. Exhale, relax your face, relax your shoulders. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Flip your palm of your right hand. Straighten your right leg, flip the palm of your right hand and reach back behind you for a reverse triangle. Take a nice slow and steady breath in. And then exhale, pivot your back foot up off of the ground as you cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot. Step back to plank, top of a push-up. Option to lower your knees here. Inhale, shift forward. And then exhale, keep your elbows in close towards your body as you lower all the way down to the ground. Allow your forehead to relax onto the mat. Ground down through the tops of your feet so they press into the ground. Your kneecaps will lift. There's a little weight in your fingertips or in your hands. Inhale, lift your head and your chest up off the ground for cobra or baby cobra. Exhale, release your head back down flat to the mat. You're welcome to repeat that again, or slide your thumb knuckles back to your lower ribs. Squeeze your elbows together. Inhale, lift your head, shoulders, and perhaps you start to straighten your arms this time for cobra, or you can lift your kneecaps and your thighs off the mat for upward facing dog. Wherever you are, inhale, tuck your toes, and exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a nice slow step breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, look forward to your hands, and exhale, walk your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, draw your hands through heart center. You want to turn long ways on your mat again. Separate your feet so that they are wider than your hips. Bring your arms out to a T. This time, bring your heels in, your toes slightly out. 5-pointed star. Exhale, sink down, goddess squat. Inhale, rise up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, sink down. Open up through your chest, press your elbows back. Keep your knees in line with your toes. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, draw your hands through heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. And exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Turn your toes forward, your heels slightly out. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold over your legs. You can release your hands down to the ground if that feels good. Stay connected with your breath. Inhale, press into your fingertips, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, start to walk your hands all the way out forward for this wide-legged downward dog. Notice how it feels. See if you can spin your inner thighs up towards the sky. Relax your shoulders from your ears. Take a nice slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhale very slowly. Start to walk yourself back upright. Bring your hands to your hips and rise up with a flat back. Excellent. This time, turn your left toes forward and your right toes slightly in so that your right heel is the furthest thing away from you. Bring your arms out to a T. Inhale, shift forward to the right or to the left. And then exhale, lower your left hand down to your inner leg or ankle, and you could also use a block here to support your hand. Allow your right hand to come up and over, stack right on top of your shoulder here. Spiral your chest open, triangle. Take a nice slow and steady breath in. Exhale, let it go. Your gaze can be in front of you, down at your foot, or all the way at your thumb in the sky. Got it. Stay here for one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, start to bend into your left knee. Allow your left elbow to come to your left knee. Lift up and out of your shoulder blades here. Your right hand reaches to the sky, or it can come up overhead and allow your bicep to be alongside your ear for extended side angle. If you're here, feel that long line of energy all the way from the outside edge of your right foot all the way to the fingertips of your right hand. Notice if there's a lot of weight or if you're sinking into your left shoulder, see if you can lift up and out. And again, you have options here. You could also take your right hand to the inside of your leg, bring it down to the ground, or even take a bind. You could wrap your right hand behind your low back, or take your left hand and wrap it underneath your leg and stay here. Wherever you are, take a nice slow and steady breath in, and exhale, let it go. If you're in your bind, go ahead and release your bind and inhale, press into your foot, rise all the way up. Keep your bend in your front knee. Sink down into your warrior two. Gazes over your middle finger. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. And exhale, soften and relax. Release any holding in your face, your jaw. Continue to breathe. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Flip your left hand so the palm faces up and reach back behind you. Sky archer or reverse triangle. Your gaze can be up at your palm or down at your back foot or somewhere in the middle, whichever feels better for your neck today. Breathe into your side body. See if you can gently press your hips forward. Take one more slow and steady breath here. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot. Step back to top of a push-up or plank. Option to lower your knees. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower all the way down onto the mat. Release your toes flat, or release the backs of your feet flat onto the mat. Ground down through the tops of your feet. Inhale to your version of cobra. And then exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take one slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. You're welcome to stay here, but if you'd like to play with some more twists, you can slowly start to lift up onto the balls of your feet and lower your heels over to the right side of your mat. So you come onto the knife edge of your right foot and perhaps the inner arch of your left foot for just a little twist. Inhale, bring yourself back up onto your toes. And then exhale, lower your left foot down to the ground, the pinky toe side edge, and then the right foot down as well. Allow your hips to feel heavy here. Inhale, bring yourself back up onto the balls of your feet. And exhale, lower your knees down to the mat. Release your toes. Walk your hands all the way back. And allow your belly to relax onto your thighs here for your child's pose. Your hands can stay out long in front of you, or you could extend them back behind you, palms face up. Reconnect to your breath. Notice the three-dimensional flow of your breath as you move, as you breathe in, and as you breathe out. Inhale, turn your hands underneath your shoulders and start to press yourself upright. And then exhale, walk back out into a tabletop shape. Inhale, extend your right leg long behind you, toes are onto the mat. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, shift forward again. And then exhale, press your heel down towards the ground. Inhale, shift forward. The weight is in your hands. And exhale, pick up your right foot and cross it over to your left. Exhale, begin to peek over your left shoulder back towards your foot. Keep in your twist. Keep your leg where it is. Inhale, bring your gaze forward. Then exhale, gaze back. One more time. Keep your leg where it is. Inhale, shift forward, look forward. And then exhale, look back towards your toes. Allow your hips to lean over towards the right. Inhale, look center. Exhale and cross your right leg and return it back underneath your hips. Inhale, tuck your toes, drop your belly, look forward for your cow. Exhale, press into your hands around through your back, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, back to your neutral spine. Exhale, extend your left leg long behind you this time. Toes are on the ground. Inhale, shift forward into your hands. Exhale, rock back onto the ball of your back foot. Press your heel towards the ground. Feel the stretch through the back of your leg. Inhale, rock forward. And then exhale, rock back. One more time. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, press back. Feel the stretch along the back of your leg. Your gaze is long off the tip of your nose or towards the front of your mat. Inhale, shift the weight forward back into your hands. Exhale, lift your left foot off of the ground and cross it over to the right. Exhale, start to peek back over your right shoulder towards your foot. Keep your leg where it is. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend and look to your right. Inhale, look forward. And then exhale, bend, look back over your right shoulder. You may want to press your hips over to the left as you continue to gaze back towards your foot. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, uncross your legs. And just gently rock your hips from side to side. Inhale, draw your right knee in towards your nose. And then exhale, bring it out to the side and back around. Inhale, draw your knee to your nose. Exhale, circle it around and back behind you. One more time. Inhale in, and then exhale, circle it around. Good. This time, inhale your knee towards your nose. And then exhale out to the side, and then start to step your right foot forward on the outside edge of your right hand. Inhale, tuck your toes back behind you and start to straighten your back leg to help you find more length in your lizard. You're welcome to stay up here on your hands or on blocks, or you could lower your forearms down to the ground. Choose the option that feels best for you today. And we're here for a few rounds of breath. Wherever you are, allow your gaze and spine to be nice and long. So notice if you're on your forearms, if you're looking back toward your navel, see if you can draw your gaze forward to continue to keep that length through your spinal column. If your hands are if you're on your hands, notice if your gaze is going up towards the sky. Try to continue to keep that nice line of energy all the way from the base of your tailbone to the back of your neck. We're here for one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, start to straighten. Come up onto your hands if you haven't already. And start to straighten your right leg any amount as you press your right heel into the ground and your left toes come up. You can walk your hands back closer towards your body or be up on blocks here. A different variation of your half splits. Inhale, sit back into your front knee. Press into your hands and then sweep your right leg back behind you. If it feels nice, gently rock your hips from side to side. Return back to your neutral tabletop shape. And this time, inhale, pick up your left knee, draw it to your nose. And then exhale, circle it out to the side and back around. 2 more circles, into your nose. And exhale out to the side and back around. One more time, around this direction. And go ahead and reverse directions. Bring it out to the side and then to the front and back. Find 2 more full circles here. And the next time it passes out to the side, slowly allow your elbow and your knee to come closer together as you step your left foot forward to the outside edge of your left hand. So both hands are in between your leg. You may inhale, want to tuck your right toes back behind you and straighten out through your leg for your lizard. Hug your left knee into your left elbow, left arm. You're welcome to stay up here onto your hands or lower down to your forearms here. Or you could have a block underneath your arms or hands here for a little bit more height, a little bit more support. Remember, wherever you are, try to keep that long line of energy in your spine. So notice where your neck is, notice where your gaze is. See if you can lengthen and lift. Relax your shoulders from your ears. Release your jaw. You got it. Stay here for one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. If you're on your forearms, go ahead and return back up onto your hands. And then exhale, start to straighten your front leg any amount. As you walk your hands back towards your body, your heel presses into the ground, your toes lift up. Take a breath in, bend back into your knee. Exhale, tuck your right toes, lift your knee up off of the ground. And exhale, step your foot back to your plank, knees up or down. And then lower down all the way onto your belly. Take one hand on top of the other and place your forehead on top. This is your crocodile. Allow your eyes to soften down. Take a moment to notice how you feel. And if it feels nice, you may want to bend your legs and windshield wiper your ankles from side to side. If you're moving your legs, return back to stillness and extend them long onto the mat. Extend your left arm out to the side. Draw your right hand right underneath your right shoulder. Bend your right knee. And if it feels okay, slowly start to roll over onto your left side. And then your right foot will either plant on the outside of your extended leg or the front for a little bit of a shoulder stretch here. A little bit of a twist. Take one more slow and easy breath in. And then exhale, roll back onto your belly. Return one hand in front of you and either relax your forehead or cheek down. Relax and soften your face. This time now, extend your right arm out long beside you. Take your left hand right underneath your left shoulder. Bend your, and then exhale, slowly start to push into your left hand as you start to roll over onto your right side. Your left leg can come back behind you or in front if that feels better. Choose the option that works for you today. You can always bring your arm lower towards your body if that feels better on your shoulder. Take one more slow and even breath in. And then exhale, start to roll back onto your belly. Bring your hands to touch one on top of the other and allow your forehead or the side of your cheek to be supported. And if it feels nice, you can gently rock your hips from side to side or bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. If you're moving, return back to stillness and just roll over onto your back. It doesn't matter which side that you roll onto. You can bend your knees and plant your feet. Allow your arms to come out to a T. Inhale, lift up your knees. And then exhale, lower your knees over to the right this time. Your gaze can stay up at the sky or over towards your left hand. Inhale, return your gaze back to center, return your knees back to center, and then exhale, lower your knees over to the left. You may want to pick up your hips and slightly move them to the right. Sometimes that will help your twist feel a little bit better in your back. Your gaze can stay up at the ceiling. Right hand. Inhale, look center. Exhale, roll back onto your back. Draw your knees in towards your body. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little hug. If it feels nice, you can rock from side to side, massage out your low back. And you have a couple options here for your Shavasana. If you'd like, you can keep your knees bent and have your feet flat onto the mat and walk your feet out to the edges of your mat and collapse your knees inwards. This is constructive rest, the most supportive place for your back. Or you could extend your feet long and allow your feet to relax down towards the mat. Allow the pinky toe side of your foot to relax down. Or you could also bring the bottoms of your feet together and allow your knees to come out to the side. You could place blocks underneath your knees for a little bit more support. And whichever option you choose, if you have your blanket, you're welcome to place your blanket right over your abdomen or your entire body if you're a little chilly. Your hands can relax somewhere either alongside your body, away from you, on your body, or maybe even overhead if you'd like to add some more shoulder stretch here. Whatever feels most comfortable for you today. And when you arrive in the place that you'd like to be for your Shavasana, take a nice slow deep breath in through your nose, fill all the way up. And then open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Allow your eyes to soften down or fully close if they haven't already. Release any tension, tightness from your jaw. Allow your tongue to relax from the roof of your mouth. Allow your eyelids to feel heavy. Wherever you are, slightly tuck your chin toward your chest. Allow your head to feel heavy and completely supported here. Relax your shoulders all the way down to your fingertips. Relax your upper back, your middle back, and your lower back. Notice with each breath in, you come into the present moment just a little bit more. And with each breath out, you feel yourself feeling heavier and supported by the mat, by the ground beneath you. Allow your entire body to relax from your head to your toes. Allow your breathing to be soft and easy. Shavasana. Very gently start to bring your awareness back to your physical body. Invite in a little gentle movement into your fingers and your toes. And if it feels nice, you may gently want to rock your head from side to side. Continue to keep your gaze soft, your eyes closed. If your legs are out long or your knees are out to the side, go ahead and bend your knees and plant your feet. Sweep your right arm back behind you like you're taking a backstroke. Bend your right elbow and start to roll over onto your right side. And allow your head to be supported by your arm. For your fetal shape today, take a moment to check in, notice how you feel. Is it different from when we started? Is it the same? There's no wrong answer here, you're just simply checking in. And when you feel ready, very slowly start to join me in a seated shape of your choice. You can have a loose cross of your legs, one in front of the other, or whatever feels most supportive for you. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Look up. Exhale, bring your hands to touch. Draw them through heart center. Take a slight bow of your chin to your chest. Acknowledge all the effort that you put into your practice today, knowing that it was enough and that you are always enough. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me today. The love light in me bows to the love light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice with me. You can gently begin to blink your eyes open, bringing yourself back into your physical space. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. I appreciate you sharing your time, your energy, and I would really appreciate it if you left a comment down below letting me know how this practice felt for you in your body today, how you're feeling right now, and if you want to see more video content like this, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe so you don't miss videos in the future, and so that I know that I should continue to create this content for you. Thanks so much for being here, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye.